Today I'm flying my Indonesian girlfriend Lisa to my home in Germany, and at the end of this video I'm going to propose to her. And she has no idea about my plans. It's going to be her first time in Germany. She is going to meet my family, see my village, and I'm curious to see her first impressions of my home country. But to be honest, I feel quite nervous. This is going to be one of the biggest moments of my life, and I am not sure yet what I will say in that moment. I'm also not sure if she will like Germany or if everything will feel strange and overwhelming for her. So, what will Lisa's first impressions be like? And will she actually say yes? Join us and let's find out. And here we are at the airport in Jakarta, Indonesia. And yeah, we have a long journey ahead of us. It's going to be about 18 hours until we arrive in Germany. And Lisa, how do you feel?
Hello. Of course, I feel so nervous.
Nervous?
Until my stomach is like a bit pain because I seem too nervous.
Yeah, I think that's very normal. It's going to be her first time leaving Asia. First time in Germany, first time in Europe. You're going to meet all my family.
Yes. That's the part of like make me too nervous because of that.
Don't be nervous, everyone is easygoing. So yeah, we have 2 flights ahead of us and now we're boarding the first one. Okay, and that's our first plane. We're flying with Turkish Airlines now because the layover will be in Istanbul, Turkey. And touching the plane for good luck as usual. Okay, yeah, that's actually already evening. It's 9 p.m. already, so we both are probably just gonna sleep the whole first flight.
Yeah, because we both are already getting tired.
Yeah, right. So, see you in Istanbul. And 12 hours later and we have arrived in Istanbul. And did you know that Istanbul is actually the only city in the world that is on 2 continents? Half of the city is in Asia and half of the city is in Europe. You know that? Yeah. So now we are on the European side, so welcome to Europe.
Hey.
Your first time in Europe. And yeah, the boarding for the next flight starts in about 1 hour. Okay, I'm trying to find a shower room now. Unfortunately, the shower rooms have a 1 hour waiting time. But yeah, what I wanted to say is now, like the ring is literally in my backpack, and I was actually quite nervous when we went through the security check earlier because yeah, maybe like sometimes they take your bag out, they want to check everything, get all the stuff out, you know, and I was actually very nervous about that at the security check earlier in Jakarta and also now here in Istanbul. But luckily that didn't happen, everything is okay, and yeah, it's actually quite funny, the ring is literally the whole time in my bag right next to Lisa. Okay, and the boarding of the second flight starts and we're flying once again with Turkish Airlines. We're flying to Bremen now, a small town in northern Germany, which is the nearest town to my home village. And touching the plane again for good luck as usual. Okay, and the last leg of the journey, and I have to say I am also getting quite excited now. And I can only imagine how you are feeling.
Yeah.
And yeah, now only 3 hours. And to be honest, I'm also a bit nervous about her visa situation. So she has a visa, which by the way was quite difficult to get. It was quite a long process. We already started preparing everything in October last year. And then she had to submit in total 75 pages of documents to get the visa.
That's crazy, right?
That was really crazy, yeah. But yeah, in the end, it's the decision of the immigration officer in Germany if she can be allowed in or not. So I'm still a bit nervous about that. So fingers crossed everything will be okay. I actually felt very happy during this flight, knowing that this time I'm not alone on such a big journey and knowing that this feeling will probably be normal in the near future. That feeling just made me really happy on this flight. Okay, and we can see Germany now down there. So Lisa's first time seeing Germany. Yeah, down there. German villages. And after 18 hours we have finally made it to Bremen, Germany. And now fingers crossed everything will go smooth with the immigration. Whew. And we are in Germany.
Yes.
Oh, I feel very happy now.
Easy to enter Bremen.
Yeah. Yeah, actually very easy, like no lines. The immigration officer was very friendly.
Asked me so many things, so
yeah.
Just let it be.
I feel very happy now. Welcome to my home country. Okay.
I'm not nervous now.
Nervous now? Yeah, so my mom and my dad are here to pick us up, and you met my mom already last year. Maybe you remember the videos from last year together with my mom when she visited us in Southeast Asia. So my mom, you already met her, but you haven't met my dad yet. So it's gonna be the first time. First of all, where's Istanbul? Need to wait for our luggage first. Okay, and happy days. Both of our suitcases made it from Jakarta to here. There we go. Okay, let's see where we can find my mom and my dad. Hello, Mom.
Oh. Hi, Mamakin. How are you? No.
Very emotional moment.
Where is Mamakin?
Happy you were here. How are you? Are you very tired?
I'm good. Yeah.
No, actually not.
No. How are you? Weekend.
Good.
Good.
Oh, my dad brought flowers for
Thank you
you.
so much. I really appreciate it.
Emotional moment.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm getting a bit emotional. Okay, now actually a very exciting moment. Lisa's gonna breathe the air here in Germany for the first time, and although it looks sunny, it looks warm, it's actually like 10 degrees only. And Lisa has never been somewhere where it was below 20. How do you feel?
For now, it's like comfortable for me.
She's not
so it's
shivering,
okay.
so that's okay.
Like from now here in the sun, it's actually quite warm, I would say. I think if the sun is not there, like the clouds, then you will feel more cold.
She will see that.
Yeah.
It will happen.
All right, and the idea is now to get a German breakfast. I am missing German breakfast a lot, and she's going to get to know German breakfast. And we made it to my mom's car, and I'm navigating us to a bakery now, where we can try German breakfast. Okay, we are at this bakery here now, German bakery, where we can also sit inside. I'm very, very excited because, yeah, German breakfast is basically what I miss the most about foods from back home here in Germany. And look at this. This is, oh my god, German Brötchen here, all types of different Brötchen, already packed with many different things, sausages, cheese, ham. And then we also have cake right here that also looks very good. And so many more here, like donuts, croissant, choco croissant, pretzels. Oh, okay, this is what a German bakery looks like. Apple. I have a Brötchen with frikadelle, which is like meatballs, looking like this. And Lisa just called this burger. Chicken.
I just say that it looks like a burger.
I have to agree, it looks a bit similar like burgers, but in Germany nobody would call this burgers. And my
Can
mom
I just
is.
say that that is not strictly speaking breakfast.
We can also eat it at another time
You
of
could
the
eat it
day.
at any time of the day,
Yeah.
of course, but it's
Of
not.
course. But it's popular as a breakfast. And my mom is having Brötchen, so bread roll with jam. Lisa is having with chicken.
It looks like the tea in Indonesia, and the brand is like fresh tea, and also the green thing and the leaf thing is same.
I think it's gonna taste similar like the iced tea in Indonesia, yeah. Let's give the tea a try.
So it's a must.
Yeah, in Germany you can't remove this. Save the planet. No plastic waste. Good. Same like in Indonesia? Yeah?
Alles gut. So cold.
Cold, yeah. Even they made it warm. Can I? But yeah, in Germany we eat cold breakfast. Also something very unusual for you. In Asia you eat hot breakfast, like rice often, right? But here, like we eat bread or bread rolls, usually cold, like what I'm having here. A cold bread roll with cold meatballs. Oh my, this is so delicious. This is what I was missing. Okay, and after over an hour sitting there and talking, we are now heading to my home village, which is about 45 to 60 minutes away from Bremen. And Lisa, what are your first impressions of a German city?
So cold here.
Cold?
Yeah, and also like I just like wearing something thin, yeah.
Yeah.
And
I can imagine, especially compared to Jakarta, your hometown, it looks very empty here, right? So it's
Yeah,
so
it is.
empty and not many people around.
even in the roadway, it's like not so many people as in Jakarta.
Not so many cars. Yeah, like even I noticed the difference a lot now coming from Jakarta, and basically every major Asian city is like so full and loud compared to Germany. I mean, this is only a small city in Germany, but still the difference is huge. Okay, now I'm very excited to show you my home village.
Me too.
I'm gonna show her around and you as well. Okay, and we have made it to my home village. These are the streets in which I grew up as a child. And first of all, I know it is such a big difference for you now, because I
Yeah,
also
it is.
noticed the difference now. How quiet are German villages compared to Asian villages?
Yes, right. Usually in the Asia, like we walk a bit. In the next side is a supermarket, and then next side again is a restaurant, and then cafe, and then like
Street food and somebody selling something,
it's like
right?
easy peasy for get something. And here is we need to drive first for 10 minutes, and then we just arrive in supermarket for get something.
Yeah, so here in the village, like this is a small village, like I think 800 people are living here. There's literally not a single shop here. Like you can't buy anything, there's no restaurant, so you have to go to the next bigger town to go to the groceries or to get food. And that is also something like in Asia for you, so not common, right?
Yeah.
Like in Asian villages, not only where she is from in Indonesia, also in like Thailand, Malaysia, Philippines, all these Asian countries, Southeast Asian countries, it is so normal that you can buy everything anywhere, street food, little shops around. And also in Asia, you always see people outside. Like here, it is so quiet, you hardly see any people.
Only us here.
Yeah. So that is also a big difference, like German villages are way quiet. But we're also very lucky with the weather now. I think you came on the best day of the year. It is actually quite warm now. I can even walk around with a t-shirt here. So not as cold as expected. Okay, and this is the football field where I spent most of my childhood on. Every day after school I came here with my football, meeting my friends, and yeah, I spent a lot of time here on this football field. And it's so funny when you're visiting places where you spend a lot of time in your childhood, like you have all these memories here. Like I have literally so many memories on this field. Like we also played games here. I don't know how to describe that in English, but I was playing in the team of my village here, and then every weekend we played against other villages, right? So we had like competitive games here on this field as well. So I scored a few goals on this side and a few goals also over there. We all remember that. Do you have football fields like this in your area?
Yeah, but we need to pay.
You need to pay?
Per hour, yeah.
Yeah, that's a good thing here. Like if you live here in the village, you can just come here. It's free to enter.
Free?
Yeah. You can just use the goal here or the goals over there. There are more small ones over there. So yeah, that's why we came here basically every day as a child, just for free, being outside. When I was young, there was no TikTok, no internet really. So we spend a lot of time here on the soccer field, on the football field. Okay, something what you can do in Germany, which you can't do in Asia, drinking the water from the tap.
No, I want to try.
So you never tried tap water before?
How feel is it?
Okay, no problem to drink that here in Germany. We have very clean and healthy water. How's it taste? Just tastes like water, right? Yeah, well, it's so funny. Like I also never drank tap water outside of Germany. I know there are other countries as well, but most countries in Asia you shouldn't drink tap water, but here you definitely can. All right, the next day, and we came to another small village / small town near my home, which I want to show Lisa today. But first problem of the day, I don't know how to pay for German parking. It is.
No, you are German.
Yeah, imagine you come here as a tourist, and even I can't figure this out. So I would know how to do it if I would have coins, but I don't have coins on me. So the way it works, like you park here, and then you need to pay for how many hours you want to stay here. For example, 1 hour is €1, but I don't have the coins. With the coins it would be easy, but you can in theory also pay with the card here, but I just tap my card here, but nothing really happened. So what are we doing now? How can I pay for German parking? This is a bit confusing.
This one is the concession.
Yeah, so this means choose the time.
Yeah.
But when I want to click here, nothing happens. Oh, wait, now. Yeah. Payment, 135. Maximum around reach. Why only? This is payment. No, I tap my card and nothing happens. Present card, or maybe now? Approve. Oh, I think I paid.
Yay.
Oh. Okay. Yes, we do have a ticket.
That's easy peasy.
Okay. No, so easy peasy, it was not like that. Okay, if you come to Germany as a tourist, as a foreigner, be prepared. Figuring out these parking machines can be a bit difficult. But in the end, you get a ticket, and the time is written on the ticket, and then you need to put it in front of your car. So you just have to put it here. So if the parking officer comes, he can see the time for how long you are allowed to park here, for how long you have paid, and then you will not get a fine. Okay, and over there's actually quite a beautiful area. We also have a big lake there. And actually I would like to do, how do you call it in English? Like renting a boat. We can rent a boat there.
Yeah, sure.
Would you like to rent a boat?
Yeah.
And then we can drive around the lake. And I'm also going to show her my school later, and we have a little walk around the village, maybe get some cake or some snacks. And here we can get a rental boat. That is something popular to do here on the lake. We have a tretboot, which needs to be powered with your legs, and we have the electric boat, which is of course easier. Which one you think we should do? The electric one, right?
The electric one.
Okay, let's see if somebody here. Hallo,
Moin.
können wir ein Boot mieten?
Ja, klar.
Elektroboot?
Hier. Wie lange?
Was habt ihr für Zeitfenster?
Halbe Stunde, Stunde.
Okay, das ist unser Boot. Okay, you can go first.
Viel Spaß.
Okay, Dankeschön.
Dankeschön.
So easy, yeah?
What is this for?
You forth and back. So we can go backwards and forward as well. Oh, let me not crash into this one. This is actually a popular date in Germany. Like, if you're young, a teenager, you're going on your first date.
That means you are young and teenager.
I'm still young, yeah. Yeah, I feel like a teenager.
I believe that.
So Lisa, now you're already in Germany for one day. What are your first impressions? Your first thoughts?
So different if I compare with Asia.
Yeah, right.
So I really feel this is my holiday.
Yeah, you're on holiday here.
Yeah.
Okay, so let's have a tour around the lake here. In this moment, I actually felt like this is already a great spot and a great time to do the proposal. Although, yeah, you can't really do the typical knee fall on a boat. And I also didn't have the ring on me, so it was not even a possibility. I just thought in that moment, wow, everything feels right and perfect right now. But we do have to wait a little bit more for the proposal. Okay, and this is the city here, small town. We have a lot of shops here. We just bought new socks for Lisa so she can feel more warm. And yeah, many little cafes here, restaurants. A very typical small town in Germany here. And she also just bought new earrings.
It is.
The golden earrings. I think they are matching well to this sweater here. By the way, what's really funny, so she bought this sweater in Jakarta, but there's a German word, Lieblings, which means like favorite. So random that you just buy that randomly in Jakarta and there's a German word.
So you need to be in the left side me.
Yeah, that means
So it's
then
like
Lieblings Ken.
Ken.
Favorite Ken. Like that. Yeah, so we're just having a little walk here now. I show her the little town. I also spent a lot of time when I was younger here, around here. Alright, and we are now at my old school. I spent, I think from grade 5th until the end of my school time, 12, I was at this school. And I actually haven't been here for many years myself. I graduated from this school in 2012. So yeah, I'm just showing Lisa today so many places of my childhood where I spent time. And I remember like 1 or 2 years ago, you did the same in Jakarta, in your area. Showed me your school, where you grew up,
Yes,
right? So now we're doing the same on the other side of the world. Okay, yeah, and this is the main building of the school. There's another building over there. And then we have a gymnasium here. We have a swimming hall here because, yeah, in German school you also have swimming classes as well as sport classes, sport activities. This is, how do you say that? The not really playground. You know, when you have school and then you have breaks and then you can hang out here, play some ping pong or basketball.
I cannot imagine like little Ken is running here with her friend.
Every day I was here from grade 5 until grade 12. But yeah, school is already over for today. School in Germany finish at 1 or 2 p.m. already. And unless sometimes you have afternoon classes as well, then it usually goes until 4, I think.
So only 4 hours?
No, you start at 8. So usually from 8 to 1. And then sometimes you have afternoon class, then it's from 8 until 4, I think, if I remember correctly. Okay, and this room right here has been my classroom for quite a few years. So I spent a lot of time in this room right here. I'm not sure if you can see it now here with the reflection on the mirror, but yeah. Typical German classroom. Okay, and we are in Oldenburg now, which is the next bigger city to my village. And yeah, this is a very typical German town. And we're gonna have a stroll around. My mom is also with us. Go a bit shopping, maybe eat a little bit as well. And I'm showing you like a typical German small town. Okay, and we do have a church here. Like every German city has a church, usually in the center. Because yeah, back in the days when most of the German cities were built, the first thing they built was always a church. Because yeah, Germany was very religious a few hundred years ago. So this church, for example, was built I think 1700 something. So it's about 300 years old. And then every German city evolved around a church in the center. And yeah, right next to the church is usually always a marketplace, and it's the same here. And yeah, looking at these churches is sometimes quite impressive because they're usually very tall and Unfortunately, it's closed now. I don't know why. Usually churches are never closed, but for some reason today it's closed. Okay, the reason why the church is closed is because there's a wedding happening right now. But yeah, this is the marketplace right next to the church that I was talking about. Okay, and we are sitting in an outside cafe now. Still handleable for you, it's not too cold.
Yeah, it's not. It's like still okay.
But if you do feel cold, we have blankets here as well. And yeah, we have a bit of sun now shining behind us. And yeah, I have a tea here with mango and lemon. My mom is eating mushrooms as well, coffee, and you're drinking
Hot chocolate.
hot chocolate, right. And yeah, this is actually something very popular here in Germany, especially when the weather gets warmer in summer. This would be packed here, like especially on the weekend. Today is a Saturday. People have their day off. They come to the city, do a bit of shopping, strolling around, and then sitting in a cafe, eating a bit of food, chatting. So that is actually very typical German here. Okay, so we are on this little market now. You can hear the church in the background now. It's I think because of the wedding. And we spotted something that we would like to try. So they're also selling some food here, basically German type of street food. Hallo, ist das ein Schnitzel? Können wir einfach nur einen Schnitzel haben, ohne Pommes oder so? Yeah? Alright, and here we have the Schnitzel for €5. Okay, so Lisa, this is not your first time trying Schnitzel. We actually tried it together in Jakarta already.
But I never tried the original one.
Exactly, so this is now your first try authentic German Schnitzel. So please feel free. Is it too hot or okay?
Okay.
So I'm also gonna give it a try now because one of my favorite foods, German Schnitzel. It's very nice. I can approve of this one. What do you think?
This is so good.
Yeah?
Lecker.
Lecker, yeah. And then yeah, typical in German, they give you some bread on the side, so you can basically eat it on the bread now. Okay, that was a good purchase. Okay, let's have a little talk before we move on. Today is the day. I'm gonna ask Lisa today, and how do I feel? I'm not really that nervous, to be honest. I was expecting to feel very nervous, but at least now I don't. I'm excited and I feel happy that today is finally the day. The past few days were really, really nice with Lisa here. She met all my family, my grandparents, my aunties, my uncles, my cousins. Everyone likes her. She also felt really comfortable around my family. So, yeah. I want to let you know. So, how do I ask her and where? Actually, let me have a look on my list. I prepared a few things I wanted to let you know. So, first of all, I'm not really nervous whether she's going to say yes or no. I'm pretty sure she will say yes because we actually talk about this regularly. We talked about getting married before many times. She knows that I can imagine my future with her, and yeah, she has been part of my life for about 2.5 years now, and I just love her so much, and I'm so happy that I'm gonna spend the rest of my life with her, and I know that she's the one. It is just an amazing feeling. So yeah, I feel very happy, and so I thought a lot about where am I going to ask her. I know that she wouldn't like it to be in public, like a very public place. To be honest, I also wouldn't enjoy that. For example, the classical restaurant proposal, that's out of the question. So I know it must be somewhere private, just between us. I thought about, we have a park nearby here, a flower garden park. It's a huge area and you have to pay entrance to get in. So it's Tuesday noon now. I don't think it's going to be too busy there, and I know the area is huge and there are many beautiful areas with flowers everywhere. So I thought we will be able to find a quiet hidden space where it's just the both of us. So I think that is a good location, and that's where I'm gonna take her now. So I just told her that we are going to visit this flower park nearby and we can take beautiful pictures there. That's something that she likes. So I don't think it's too suspicious. And then you maybe notice I'm wearing like a nice suit jacket now, which would be suspicious usually because I usually don't wear this. But my sister's actually getting married in a few days, and I just bought this suit for that wedding. So I just told Lisa that I want to test wear it, feel it is actually comfortable after a few hours. So that's the reason why I'm wearing that. What I also did a few weeks ago, I met with her parents to get their official blessing, which is also something she doesn't know. That was also a bit tricky to secretly meet her parents without her knowing. But yeah, I have the blessing of the parents, and I also thought a lot about what am I gonna say in that moment. And I came to the conclusion that I don't think I have to say a lot because she knows how much I love her. I tell her that regularly. She knows how I imagine our future together. She knows that we really align with our dreams and future plans. So we both want the same things. We imagine the same things. We have the same dreams, basically. So everything aligns, and we talk about this regularly. So I don't think I have to hold a big speech about all of that. She knows all of that. So what I'm gonna do, I'm just gonna do straight, free, what is in my mind in that very moment. Yeah, I love her. She's the one. I'm so happy that I'm gonna spend the rest of my life with Lisa. And yeah, let's do this. Let's go to this park, and then I'm gonna wait for the right moment. And yeah, I have the ring here in this box, and yeah, let's do this. All right, and here we are inside the park. It's called Park der Gärten, which translates to Park of the Gardens.
That's cute.
Because yeah, the idea is here that there are many different areas, and each area represents or has like different flowers, also from different countries. So yeah, we actually have a map here. So we are here now at the beginning, and then yeah, it's a very large area here. There's also some lakes, some playgrounds for children along the way. We can buy snacks and drinks here. So yeah, let's explore around. And if you see some beautiful flower areas, then we can take some pictures. Beautiful pictures.
It's already beautiful for me.
That's already beautiful for you? Mm-hmm. Yeah, I think it will look much better the more we go inside. Okay, let's explore. Let's have a look around. Okay, so we have little garden areas like this. So yeah, you can also find some privacy here and there if you need it. And yeah, there's a little water falling down there. It sounds nice. The birds in the background.
So nice here.
So nice, right? Mm-hmm. Yeah. Could you imagine that if we have a house one day, would you like to have a garden like this?
Of course, yeah.
Really? Okay. Also with the water and maybe fish? Yeah?
Yeah.
I'm not sure if there are fish in here. I think no. But there are many birds. I'm not sure if you can hear it on the camera, but there are so many birds around here singing. That sounds very nice and relaxing. So Lisa's taking pictures of the tulips here, and we have a perfect sky today. The weather could not have been better. Well, could be a few degrees more.
Yeah, it's a bit cold here.
Yeah, but okay now, right?
Yeah, it's
yeah.
Okay.
I mean, you have a long coat and jacket.
Yeah.
So yeah.
And also I layering my t-shirt. I'm wearing 3 t-shirts.
3 layers.
Yeah. So it's pretty enough for warming my body.
Yeah, getting used to how to dress properly in the cold in Germany. Yeah. So yeah, this is what it's looking like here now. Actually, there are a bit more people here than I would have expected. Most of them are old people, retired people. But I still think we can find some quiet corners here and there. I think we found a beautiful spot. Let's take some videos, yeah? Okay. Come here.
My dream is come true.
Finally, I can talk about so many things with you. How I meet your parents. Did they tell you? Did your parents tell you? Now I can tell you everything.
Yeah.
That was beautiful. Okay, and we sat down there for a long time now. Finally, I could tell her everything, how I secretly met her parents. How you feel now?
Look at this. I feel happy. I feel like finally, after 2 years together.
You're already waiting for this?
And then I'm crying a lot, but that is happy tears
Happy tears, yeah.
for us. You're also crying.
Almost.
Tidak. I see the tears di sini.
Just almost. So yeah, and if you saw my previous video where I was in Bangkok and I talked about that a new chapter of my life is starting soon, now you know what chapter that is. The chapter together with Lisa, my future wife. And yeah, in the next days we are gonna visit the wedding of my sister here in Germany. Also a very, very exciting moment, seeing my little sister getting married. And we're also gonna visit some more places together here in Germany. But that is going to be in the next episode. So as soon as that video is online, I will leave a link to it right here. So go see the world yourself, take care, and until next time.